Today we'll be using the iDryFire Shoot House. It's one of the recent things in their latest iDryFire application, which is available for your Mac, your Windows, your iPhone, and your iPad. iPad and iPhone, you can buy the app once and it goes for both. It's like $10, and then of course you got your license for your Windows and your Mac that you also got to buy separately. But one of the recent things is this little circle connection dot, this little network dot. So what you end up doing after you register, you put in an email address here, and then in all your other devices you put in your email address, and that same email address in your iPhone and your iPad has to match, and whatever computers you're using. So what you end up doing is you set up your computer where you want it at for the targets, and then you will start up set up your phone, your iPad, and any other machines you have. Start up the app, and then once it turns on, after a little bit, it will start connecting out, and then you'll see stuff connecting on the devices. Like here's MacBook Pro, here's iPhone. Let's start up the iPad. Basically, we have a number of devices that you can use, and you can hook up a good number of these. Luckily, I have 4, so I can set up 4 different kinds of devices all over the place just to start shooting things. And it starts popping up at the bottom here. Here's your iPhone. This U is the Windows machine, the MacBook. Then you can just set it up the way you want it. You can set up the number of targets you want that these things are pointing at. And you can set the number of shots per each. So like the target layout I have, it ends up being about 32 shots. And first starting out, I just maxed it out at 10 minutes because I didn't know how long it'd take me to run from one room to the other and to another room and engage a bunch of targets and then run to another room. So as that time goes on, then you can start setting your part time to be the one that you want to, or at least your goal times. And of course you can set your sessions. So if you set your sessions and you're going a distance across the house to do this, then you might want to go into your settings and do your auto restart like at 10 seconds or however long it takes you to get from one end of the house back to the other end. Because you don't want to be running back, or unless you want to be running back constantly back and forth real quickly just before the shots go off. But you can set your number of sessions that you want to do for that whole shoot house, and you can review it later afterwards. So this is a layout that I have set up. The red parts are where the targets are at. I'm starting over at position 1 in blue. I'm going to engage that set of targets, run out into the hallway, engage the other set of targets on the left, and then move over a little bit, engage them on the right, and then run over to the last room and engage those final targets on the right. After all your sessions are done, you can go back and review each session to see how all your shots look, and with the marksmanship on, you can see if you drag anywhere, where you hit, and also where the positions at. You can, if you're manual keeping score, you can keep track of that on, see your hit factor and so forth. But at least you're able to go back and walk through each part through your iPhone, your iPad, each computer you use to see where that shot placement was at. So this is a handy little tool if you want to practice multiple targets and running, and do your own different stages, but you're trapped inside your house to do it, then you can use this to practice making stages and moving targets around and devices around and however you need to make it more challenging. So that concludes the review of the iDryFire Shoot House ability. So you can take it more from just your single device doing dry fire practice to doing more than one room. You don't have to have it on a computer. If you're a person that has a phone and a tablet, then you can just use that as well. It's also handy if you're out traveling and you tend to have your laptop and your phone and your tablet, or just your phone and your tablet, and you can take it out, dry fire and practice. Or even if you just have your phone, you still dry fire practice with the single. But you can do, with the ability for it to connect over the network, you can at least have more than one device to set up some sort of scenarios practice, different shooting at different positions and whatnot. So, check them out at idryfire.com, and they also have the ones for the iPhones in the App Store, the Android. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're an iPhone user, it's definitely in the App Store. That's where I got it. So check them out.